That's a phone. So this is the night vision, of course. And there we have the SRV. What are we, like 10 meters away or something? It's pretty good. And that's the tent. Where the hell is the pink ninja? She's hiding somewhere. Hey, there she is. But the night vision is pretty decent actually. Oh, I was obstructing it a little bit with my fingers. Actually, now it's much better. Now it's much gooder. Whoa. So we have mounted our camping light up here. It's on full blast. 495 lumens. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Safari Russia. Today we're gonna take a look at another outdoors camping and survival electronic device. It is the Fossibot F106 Pro. So I've been living in the forest here for almost 10 years. I never shunned away from using electronic devices in the forest. I mean, they are super great for backup of all sorts of things, light and orientation and whatnot. And that's why I've been reviewing quite a number of rocket phones and tablets and so on. And this is why these companies, they keep sending them to me, because there's always some new technologies and so on. So without too much blah blah blahing, let's first of all get into the house. Let's unbox this thing. I'm gonna mention some of the specs on this phone. Then let's get outside again and use the phone. And I will also explain to you, some of you guys who might not really be don't think, what is going on with these mobile phones in the forest and so on, but they're actually very, very, very useful devices. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And maybe we're going to test it in some water pits and this and that. But let's get in and unbox it. This is just standard Fossibot box packaging. Why spend money on expensive packaging? That's not what it's about really. Here we have the protector for the screen. Here we have the phone itself. We're going to take a look at that in a second. This little piece of string is something I have attached myself, of course. And here we have the charger. This is USB-C, Type-C to Type-C. It's a 30 watt fast charger, very powerful charger. What the manufacturer is specifically proud of is these two things here. This is a very powerful camp light. We're going to take a look at that a little bit later. And this is also a very powerful speaker, 103 decibel speaker. And I can already say by now that the sound in this speaker is awesome. The camp light is 495 lumens. It's pretty powerful. It's very nice. It has a metal frame, aluminium frame, screws and all that good stuff. It's a hefty guy. It's a powerful guy. It of course has a bumper all around, rubber bumper. Then we have the cameras. It has a Sony cameras, 48 megapixel. Then it has a 20 megapixel night vision camera. That is super awesome actually. Many of you guys requested a phone with night vision, so here we get it. Here we have it. And then it has a 16 megapixel front camera for selfies and all that good stuff. So the phone here works like any other phone. We have our Google features here, right? We can slide it up. We have the settings here, calculator, all that good stuff. The phone uses a G85 octa-core processor. I'm very familiar with the technologies here. They are very, very fast. Settings, we can go in and look at about phone, device name here. League and information brand, Fossibot F106 Pro, Android 14, so there's no quirks and no stuff. It works with NFC, near field communication. You can pay on the payment terminals with it and all that good stuff. 256 gigabytes run memory, 8 gigabytes. It of course takes 2 SIM cards. You can use dual SIM cards, right? It's like you're having 2 phones. And with 1 SIM card it has plus 800 hours of standby. With 2 SIM cards it has plus 700 hours of standby. We can take this little guy here and fish out the SIM card holder. This has a little rubber ring because it's waterproof, of course. And here we can add our SIM cards, nano cards. We can add 2 SIM cards, as I said, or we can add a SIM card and 1 SIM card and extended memory card. On the rear we have this little guy here for a strap or cordage. This is just a strand from a piece of a paracord, right? So one little thing we can do with these here is that I do this with my wireless microphones. So I just make a little loop and like that, attach it to a button or something like this, and yeah, this is not going anywhere. But I have another little trick with this guy here we're gonna take a look at in not too long. Alright guys, but let's try and check this the speaker in here. Actually, I have one of my own videos on the phone here, so let's try and check it out. We go into files here, videos. Oh, everything is just standard Android stuff, right? So we have some videos here. We have some videos that I'll add to the video recorded with this camera or phone. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Safari Russia. The sound is just awesome. Why is NATO using the wrong types of tracks? Especially down in the UK. I don't understand it. I don't get it. This is full blast. Before we go into what I mean, I would like to thank Damien for supporting the channel. Even the funds are short. Thanks a lot, Damien. So that was a little bit of a sound test, but of course the sound test transferred to you. It depends a lot on this microphone, and it depends a lot on your speakers. So it's difficult to say. But I can say that even on full blast, there's no distortion, no nothing. It's really, really, really nice. And why is it good with the speaker? Yeah, we can listen to music at the camp if we want to, if we are with friends or so on. Some of you guys have seen that when we are out in the deep woods and so on, doesn't matter if I'm alone or with the guys, I just take the phone, put some music on, hang it on the backpack for full blast in order to scare the bears away. Because bears, they don't like people. They try and stay away from people as much as possible, and the mainest problems we have with running into bears is that if bear and man just meet and we haven't heard or seen each other beforehand. So it's a really good device to scare off bears with, or anyway announce that you're coming. In the description there will of course be links to how to purchase it. There will also be links to specs and all that good stuff. You want to check every single spec out, weight and size and all that good stuff. Then there's links to that as well. So one of the things I use my electronic devices for, as example, alone and with guys in the woods, in the deep woods, because it's scary to be turned around, and trust me, I tried it a few times. It is, I'll take my phone, and I will be sure that I have an app with offline maps, right? I've shown you this many times. But anyway, one thing we can do is to start the tracker on the offline maps, put our phone in our backpack or whatever, in our pocket. But normally a backpack is a good idea because it's unobstructed. Then we can hike and it will record the path to being turned around in the woods. It's very easy, and electronic devices are super awesome for that. We should of course not rely on it. We should always, have some rails, guidelines and a compass, and know which direction to go generally in order to get our way out and blah blah blah. So when we have such a nice, functional and strong camp light like 495 lumens, it's not really useful, you can say, to just have it hanging like this, right? Because it will turn around and tra-la-la-la. So I came up with a solution. We have the phone here, and I do like this. It actually works pretty well. And then we hang it from a branch. We can adjust the angle a little bit so it can turn a little bit like this and that. That will enable us to sit and work down here while we have our camp light up there. And we can listen to loud music or our own videos at the same time. Isn't it awesome? So we have mounted our camping light up here. It's on full blast, 495 lumens. And I have all the light here that I can dream about. I don't know how well it goes on the camera, but it should go on the camera. I mean, I can see everything I have in my pack, of course, and so on. We have a serious amount of light here. Much more than my headlamp, of course. Alright guys, so here we have a scenario I am very familiar with. And that is fixing the SRV here in the middle of the night. probably the mechanical fuel pump there or something like this, right? I hope it goes on the cam, but I mean, there's no issues with the light. It's a really, really nice light. As a comparison, there we have the flashlight running, and it's of course better than no light, but with the camp light, we surely have much better light than this. That is for dang sure. Another really good thing about a rocket phone for the outdoors, of course, this is waterproof and it's shockproof. We can throw it around and all that good stuff. What we also have is a light source, because next after, what can we call it, orientation and so on, light is vital for survival in the wilderness. Trust me on that one. That should be obvious. That's a phone. Looks like a Fossibot F106 Pro. Wipe it off a bit. It works. It's magic. How much we can see, I don't know. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Russia. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Before we go into what I mean, I would like to thank Daniel. We are back. Let's test out the microphone. The microphone works nicely, so we're just going to play some of the footage I actually made with the phone here. You can see the phone is glove friendly. Let me show you in a second. Files. Video, what are we going to take here with the bars? Let's try and do some footage with the Fossibot F106 Pro. There we have the boss. Boss is having a good time. Huh, boss? It's always like that when a phone have been submerged underwater. I've made several tests, as I said, and there will always be a little bit of distortion, but as soon as it dries out, we'll knock the water out and everything is fine. So I just wanted to show you real fast that this is actually glove friendly. You see, we can slide up, we can go to the camping light, and we have the camping light on here. I hope we are focusing, but here we can put it on full blast. So now we have full blast on the light. Here we can turn it off and we can go back. So as you can see, glove friendly phone. So guys, that's basically it for today. The Fossibot F106 Pro is definitely worth checking out. It is one of the better phones that I have tested out so far. So there's links in the description, there's links in the pinned comment where you can check it out, where you can purchase it, whatever you feel like. So nothing much more to say. Please check the links in the description. Please consider supporting the channel and all that good stuff. And until next time, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome. See you in the next video, guys. It's gonna be something completely different. Thank you very much for your time.